Hello, 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 hello. How is everybody this evening? Let me throw this. Okay, there we go. Hey guys, what's up? Shout out to everybody who might be in the chat, but just not in the chat yet. What? Yep. Um, yeah. Glad to be back. Trying to get consistent with this thing, right? But yeah, man. First of all, thanks to everybody who has subscribed here recently. Again, we're up to 440. Where are we at on the subscribership? Yesterday it was at 444. I don't think it moved, but I will check. Nope, same. Same. Actually, wait a minute. No, 443. We lost one. No. But yeah. Or is that a 5? I'm so blind. No, it's 3. Yeah, it's 3. Okay. Well, hey, it happens, right? But yeah, guys, I'm so glad that you guys are here and joining me. I wanted to talk to you about what happened with Pedro and Chantel last night. I know not a whole lot of people are watching the show, but you know what? Seriously, man, I don't know what is going on, but something is not right in Denmark. I mean, something is not right. Something's going on. Um, let's get our background music going. Let's see here. Trying to get this thing up. Shout out to Jazon Simmons. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. Shout out to Lindsay. Hello. Lindsay J. Hello. How art thou? Glad to see you. Glad to see you. I am also going to, this is a live forum, so I don't mind having a panel of us discussing what's going on with some of this stuff. So in the event that any of you feel the urge to want to come up and voice your opinion on what's going on, I'm going to go ahead and drop the link in the chat. Okay, let me get it on over there. All right, I think, did we get it? All right, let me see. Something weird is happening. Hold on one second. Let me get off camera. We're going to give a few more people some time to get on in. So I don't know. For whatever reason, it is not letting me do this from the computer. Did it show up? No, I don't think it did. Working on it, guys. Trying to get that link in there. We try this again. Just giving it a few minutes, let a couple more people come on in. Okay, so yeah, I'll tell you what. Let's go ahead and get started. I don't know why it won't let me put the link in, but we'll go ahead and get started. Welcome, Jazan, and welcome. I think, am I saying it right, Jazan? That's an awesome name, by the way. And welcome, Lindsay. And Veganowledge is at work, so hopefully at some point she'll jump in. But yeah, so we're going to talk about Pedro and his antics because I'm not quite sure what's going on with him, but I can tell you right now something is not right in Denmark. I think Pedro is cheating on Chantel, and he can deny it all he wants to, but something's going on there. It starts the episode out with him going to a it looks like he's getting ready to work out. My computer is so slow. I need to upgrade, y'all. I need to upgrade. Somebody send me a MacBook Pro. It is my birthday today, by the way. So, hey, the Cash App's right on top if you want to hit a sister off. Let's see. It would be much appreciated. Where is the picture of Pedro getting ready to work out? Okay, so here we go. So it starts out where Pedro is getting ready to go work out, and he says, you know, he's going to work out because it helps him get his mind off of things, but it serves another purpose. It also is a way for him to get out of the house so he can avoid Chantel. And quite frankly, I'm not okay with that, because if you have issues with Chantel, one of the things that you need to do is talk them out. Communication is key, Pedro. He's constantly talking about whether or not, you know, about things that are wrong in the relationship, but he won't give Chantel the common courtesy of sitting down and communicating with her. You know, I remember when they first hooked up, everybody thought, you know, that the families were going to drive them apart. Everybody thought that it was either going to be Nicole and Lydia, getting Chantel to the point where she was ready to walk away, or the family Chantel, as it were, driving Pedro to the point where he was ready to walk away. Surprisingly, none of that happened. It wasn't either one of the families. It turned out to be Pedro himself going off the deep end out of nowhere. Okay, because Chantel says that this actually started. Everybody thinks, see, let me explain something to you. Okay. Don't buy the coworker bullshit. Okay. Don't buy the coworker bullshit because that's too obvious. He's not going to cheat on somebody that's right in Chantel's face, or many true things are better hidden in your face. If he is messing around with her, he's not giving Chantel the benefit of the doubt that she has the smarts to figure out that he's cheating with somebody right in her face, because she's going to think that, oh, he wouldn't do that because she works with him. It's too obvious. But we know that, the best way to hide something is in somebody's face, right? Okay. But I don't think it's her. And you'll see why. Stick around to the end, because you'll see why. I'll get to that. Anybody who has been in my live stream before knows my theory about this. But I've got a couple of they're not really receipts, but they could be. They could be if you look at them a certain way. You know me, I'm a conspiracy theorist, but Pedro, yeah, something is going on there, and I don't think it's with the coworker. So he's talking to the confessional, talking about, I'm getting ready to go work out. And the next thing we see is him in the car, right? And he's talking about how he and Chantel don't seem to be on the same page anymore. And he can't seem to get on the same page with her because he has these goals that he's trying to reach. Mind you, I'm sure he didn't have these goals before, right? No, of course not. He was playing video games and working in the warehouse. He didn't have any goals. No, I think the original goal might be exactly what Chantel's mom, Karen, called him out. He was harvesting the American dollar from Chantel, and he got a nice place to stay, got some poo-poo to hit for a little while, okay? Got him a baddie, came on over to America, and now the timeline is up. Time is up, Chantel. That's really what's going through his head. Time is up. He probably had a 5-year plan. That's probably exactly what it was. He probably researched this whole thing and figured 5 years in, I got my green card, I can apply for permanent citizenship, because now his green card is permanent. He's all he's got to do is apply for citizenship, and he can at that point be considered no longer an alien or whatever they call it. But at that point, he'll be a citizen. He can bring his mom and his sister over. Although I don't know if he's speaking to his sister. He's not speaking to a bunch of people these days. Pedro's got some issues, man. And Chantel says, and another thing about it is, another reason I don't think it's the coworker is because Chantel said that Pedro started acting different right from the time that he got back to the Dominican Republic. Right? If you remember, he went to try to go meet with his father. Well, he got pissed off at Chantel because she accused mom of, being a slut, and he didn't look at her too good after that. She apologized, the family made up, and then Nicole starts acting wild, and the family leaves, right? Pedro decides, I remember the very last scene of season 3, it had the screen up where it gave you the little paragraph saying that Pedro decided to stay behind, and he decided to stay in the DR for an additional 2 weeks before he went home, in an attempt to reach out to his father and create some kind of, some type of relationship with his dad. To no avail. His dad never answered the phone calls that he was putting out because he got the number from his brothers. His dad never answered the phone calls, nor did they get a chance to meet up. So Pedro stayed in the DR for 2 more weeks. He didn't get the chance to meet with dad, and he was barely speaking to his mother, and he wasn't speaking to his sister. So what was he doing for 2 weeks? We'll get to that. Okay, so he was working out, right? You know me, I'm blind. It takes me a while to find these. Okay, so the next one we have is we've got Chantel in the confessional. And she is basically talking about how Pedro has completely switched up and that she has a friend who is getting married, and she asked Pedro to come to the wedding with her. Now, this seems pretty harmless. Let's just go to the wedding. You know, maybe this will give them an opportunity to talk offline. They have to ride in the car to the wedding. You know, they're sitting there and then they have to ride home. Right? But no, Pedro decides, no, I'm not going with you. So Chantel's, you know, getting ready, got all her clothes, and she's getting ready to go to this wedding by herself. And then you see Pedro in the confessional saying, I don't know why she asked me to go with her. Well, maybe because you're her husband and it's a wedding. And usually when someone is coupled up with somebody, they usually take that person to a wedding with them. That's usually how it works. Wedding rules, you know, things like that. You are still married. Whether you want to be or not, she is still your wife. And she's asking you to accompany her to a function. So he goes on his confessional and says, no, I'm not going because why am I going to do that? You know, why going to do that? And things not okay. Things not okay between me and Chantel, so I'm not going to go be phony. Okay, we get it. But she's trying, Pedro. She's trying to invite you to function. She's trying to spend time with you. It's your wife. And he's saying there's no need in me going to the wedding when things are not okay between me and Chantel. I'm not going to be phony. At this point, she's not asking you to be phony. She's asking you to put in an effort to spend time with her. You know, like you do with your coworkers. Yeah. She's just asking you to spend some time with her, man. I mean, is that so hard? Did you ever have any love at all for Chantel? Because it's starting to really look like Muhammad. Because his true colors really came out. Okay? I don't care about the wedding venue. I don't care about any of that. I just want my green card. Who said it? Was it Nikki Starr? Shout out to Nikki Starr. Shout out to Just Call Me Wild. One of those two said it. Pedro played the long game. That motherfucker sat up for 5 years and refused to let on at all that he planned on rolling out on Chantel. 5 years he put up with the family Chantel. But look at what happened. You tell me who ended up on the good side of that. Because he's got his permanent green card now and he's making all kinds of money selling real estate. He's probably making more than Chantel at this point. Even though she's a registered nurse and they clock like what, 80K? Yeah, but you know, I mean, if he's doing real estate and he's doing well, which it looks like he is, if you look at his Pedro Realtor Instagram page, it's full of shots of him having sold a bunch of homes to business people and regular people. So he's making money, okay? Chantel, remember, went into their joint account now because they have a Pedro and Chantel business. Joint account took out $257K. They're making money. They're making money. Pedro more than likely is going to start making six figures if he's not already. So he's not hurting for money. So he doesn't need Chantel anymore. It's looking pretty obvious, Pedro, what you've been up to for this whole 5 years. So he says, no, I'm not going to go to the wedding with you. And yeah, cut to Nicole and Alejandro, and no, I'm not talking about them. Stalker ass Alejandro is still trying to hook back up with Nicole. I'm starting to wonder if he was abusive to her in some kind of way, but apparently he was controlling, and that's why she broke up with him. Moving on. Who cares? Nobody cares about Nicole and Alejandro. I only put it in there because technically it's part of the show, and I am doing a recap. All right, so Chantel's buddy Destiny comes over to the house, and Destiny is Chantel's confidant. You know, she needs somebody to talk to because Lord knows she is not talking to her family about any of this. She refuses, you know, and I feel bad for Miss K. She refuses to talk to her mom. By the way, Miss Karen looks fantastic, doesn't she? She looks like Chantel's sister, and she gets younger looking every freaking season. Miss K is looking good. She started out looking like, you know, somebody's mama, you know. She's starting to look like them. Got the weave going on and the skin all, you know, glowing. I don't know. But anyway, Chantel's buddy Destiny comes over. Destiny, Chantel, they look like they should be part of Destiny's Child, right? So she comes over and she's talking to Chantel. And since Chantel doesn't talk to her family, she talks to this woman, okay? Shout out to Bubba Baby Binky Blanket. Happy birthday. Thank you. Appreciate you. Baba Baby Bink. Okay, say that fast 3 times. Baba Baby Bink. I can't do it. Baba Baby Blinky Blanket. Blinky Blanket. Binky? Baba Baby Binky Blanket. Baba Baby Binky Blanket. Baba Baby Binky Blanket. Yeah, baby. Got it. That was hard. Immigrant. Right. Legal immigrant. Thank you. Yeah, so Pedro's now a legal immigrant. And so here is Destiny walking in with Chantel. And so here's the thing. And I was watching Muhammad's video earlier. Shout out to Muhammad. And here is Destiny in the kitchen with Chantel talking about how to use a crock pot or something. I guess that's a crock pot because Chantel says, yeah, I can still cook for him. I'll just, instead of trying to come in and cook after work, I'll cook all day. You know, throw a pot roast in there and let it cook all day. That way it's ready when he comes home. Looking for ways to appease and please her husband. Who, by the way, is not returning the favor. But regardless, Chantel is being a good wife. And let's forget about the fact that she works 12-hour shifts at the hospital. She may have 4 days off in a row, but God damn it, that's because she just works 60, 70 hours in like 2 days. Okay, so it's not like she's sitting around on her thumbs all the time. She's tired, okay? Not to mention the fact that Miss Karen ain't cleaning shit, so you know she probably was raised with a housekeeper. If you expected Chantel to all of a sudden be Hazel and be cleaning up and cooking, you didn't marry that person. So why should she be that now? And you did that. You came into the relationship knowing she wasn't like that. Probably because you were going to use that against her later on down the line. Pedro is a master manipulator. I'm seeing what's happening. As I'm speaking to you guys, I'm putting it together in my mind what he did. He knew Chantel wasn't like that, and he knew, okay, let me chalk that up. I'm going to be able to use that against her. That's exactly what he did. But see, you're looking stupid and you're looking guilty because you put up with it for 5 years and it was fine. You never, ever came on camera and said you had a problem with Chantel being lazy. Ever. Shout out to Veganowledge, JJ. I wonder if it'll let me put that in the chat yet. It's weird. It's not letting me put anything in the chat. Okay. Well, let me go back. So she's talking to her about the crock pot and about how you can cook something all day. This is something good that he's gonna like. He's gonna come home. There's gonna be a pot roast cooking, and you can still work and cook. So Chantel takes all that in. However, this friend, man, this friend is seriously unaware of the situation that Chantel is in. Because to Muhammad's point, Chantel is not being completely transparent with her. This chick seems to think that there is a way that Chantel can do some things and possibly get Pedro back in her good graces, or get back in his good graces. It's done. It's done. He is so checked out. And apparently, Destiny is unaware of that destiny. She's unaware that he is completely checked out. Chantel's making it seem like it's just a regular old argument, or they're just not getting along here lately. No, he's checked the fuck out. Okay? Done. Finished. He wants no parts of Chantel, no matter what she does. You know? I'm laughing because I'm laughing at Muhammad talking about how fine Chantel is and how she's a baddie, and he thinks that that Pedro might be gay. Woo! That's a new one. He says Pedro's got mannerisms. I don't really see no mannerisms with Pedro, dude. But Chantel did take his virginity. Man, don't tell me that, because you know I'm a conspiracy theorist. I will turn that into some shit, dude. He was a virgin until how old? Now, me, I do have a daughter, and I was a virgin until I was 23. That's because I wasn't into dudes. It is what it is. I experimented. But that's a whole nother story for another day. And that's not what I had her in wedlock. That's a whole nother story. But you know, I'll talk. We'll talk one day. We'll talk. But shout out to my beautiful wife, Jen. He knew, by the way. I was always this way, and he knew, and we had that discussion up front. We'll get to that one day. Crazy. No, Muhammad, I'm not going there. I'm not going there with you, bro. I don't see Pedro as being gay. I don't care how long it took him. Maybe he was just waiting for the right one, but that doesn't make sense. But yeah, no, I can't see it. I can't see it. He seems way too attracted to women to be gay. I mean, honestly, you know, calling Chantel Pinky, and we know why he probably was calling her that, you know. So I mean, he doesn't seem to have a problem with, you know. Yeah, he said the fact that they haven't had sex for 3 months. God, I hate that. Don't get me off on stuff like that. All right, so shout out to Muhammad, by the way. Chantel is going to try to do some crock potting, right? And she and the friend go upstairs and talk. And the friend tells her, listen, so what are you saying now? He's going out, he's hanging out with the coworker? Vegan Knowledge for the birthday. So this is Destiny explaining to Chantel, hey, you know what? Go out with his friends. He's accusing you of not hanging out with the friends, and he's always with the friends. He's never with you. So here's what you do. You go hang out with him and his friends for a little bit. Go see what's going on. Go stand up for your marriage. Would she say, go dig your heels in and stand up for your marriage? Now, that would be a lovely thing to do if he cared. See, once again, she doesn't know the whole story. She does not know the whole story. Pedro don't give a fuck. He don't give a fuck about Chantel. She could stand on her head till she turned blue, and he would not lift a finger to save her. Now, there have been allegations from Chantel that Pedro's been violent. You know, there's been domestic violence going on. Okay, I don't really see that either. And I'm not in their house, so I don't know. But stands to reason we would see some evidence of that. And if he were smart, he would be hitting her somewhere, place where it's not visible. But we know Chantel. Chantel wears revealing clothing. We would see that shit somewhere. So there's been no evidence that he's put a finger on her, not to mention the fact she's never mentioned it before. There's been no talk of restraining orders, police reports, none of that. So if she is making it up, I'd believe that she was making that part up, because I don't really, come on now. And River, don't think you're going to throw River around like a rag doll like you did before. Y'all seen River lately? Dude, that nigga's huge. Okay, he got his little wave going on, and is all buff and big now. I mean, he like towers over Thomas. He's like the biggest. He's bigger than Royal. That dude is big. He's tall. He's not fat, but he's thick. He's stocky, and he's really tall. Meaning, you better look out, Pedro. If Pedro was whipping her ass, trust you me, River would be over there with his boys beating Pedro's ass. Okay? That's not something she would be able to hide. And they would see that. As nosy as her family is, oh, hell yeah. You know what I'm saying? There's no way he's beating on her. And River would be over there whipping that ass if he was. Okay? I don't think it would be the same outcome. Okay? So yeah, I'm dispelling I don't think the real reason is he's gay, and I honestly don't think the real reason has anything to do with his coworker, because that's way too obvious. He spends so much time with her that it's almost like he's trying to do that to throw Chantel off track. That's how much time he's spending with her. Now, if it turns out that he is, then I'm wrong. But I think there's another real reason why Pedro is leaving Chantel. Okay, so where do we leave off? All right, they were in the kitchen. Okay, so the next scene, and I got to give it up for Chantel, because she has decided that she's going to support Winter in her weight loss journey. Shout out to Winter for losing 100 pounds. Good job, Winter. Good job, baby sis. That's good. That's good. I'm proud of her. And this is Chantel accompanying Winter to the nutritionist. And she's come to a point where she's kind of like stagnated. She's like plateaued out. She can't seem to get past that 100-pound loss and dip into the rest of the meat that's there that she's trying to get rid of. Tell you what though, I got a little life hack for you, Winter. It's called fasting. Stop eating. I mean, seriously. And you, my girl, I'm not making fun. No, legit, stop fucking eating. Fasting is one of the most healthiest things that you could do for your body. That's a whole nother video. And shout out to Veganowledge JJ. Again, I'm going to make sure I include her link in the chat, in the description of this video. If you've ever thought about becoming vegan, she has got some great beginner steps for you. Okay? Meat is killing us. Dairy is killing us. Stop eating that shit. So anyway, back to Winter. Stop eating meat and dairy, Winter, and take some days off. Throw a week together where you're not eating anything. Your body will automatically go into eating its own fat. Okay, so I got to give it up for Chantel because she is really in her sister's corner. She's really in her sister's corner. She's really supporting Winter. However, she is not allowing Winter to return the favor. She refuses to tell anybody in the family what's going on. Here in this scene, Winter is kind of pressing Chantel a little bit. Okay? Winter's pressing Chantel, and she is telling her, hey, we're not stupid and we're not blind. Something's going on. And I want you to know that you've always been there for me, and I greatly appreciate it. But I want to be there for you. I want to be there for you. Tell me what's going on, sis. And Chantel continues to basically be closed off and keep it to herself. And she says the reason she's doing that is because she does not want to involve Winter in her marital problems. This is about Winter. It's Winter's journey, Winter's weight loss, Winter's life change. She wants to be there for Winter and does not want to make this about her. Good for you, Chantel. Good for you. It only took you 5 years to get to this point, because had you done that initially, maybe Pedro might not have had so much animosity towards you in the beginning. It took 5 years of her getting, don't do that, don't do that, don't run and tell your family everything, stop running and telling your family, stop running and telling your family. Now look how they think about it. Now look. And I hate to say it, but it's a case of too little, too late. You not telling the family shit now is not helping, not doing anything, but leaving it inside of you to fester. And the only person you have to talk to is your girlfriend. Okay? You need your family now. It's backwards, honey. You need your family now more than you ever have, because he is done. You need them to support you in this time. You need them to help you get through this. This is not the time to shut the family out. You should shut their asses out 4 years ago. Okay? It's too late to shut them out now. Now you need them. Now you need them. You need backup. Okay? Pedro's got backup. He's got his job. He's got friends and things now. He don't need you. But yet you are trying to carry this load by yourself? Why? You need to involve your family at this time. Yeah, now you need them breathing down his neck. Now's the time for them to be doing it. And you're not letting them in on it. It doesn't make any sense. And honestly, I like Chantel. Don't get me wrong. Some of you may know where I'm going with this. But Chantel ain't the sharpest tack in the shed, is she? Beautiful. Gorgeous. But does it go all the way to the top? Her elevator? Or the lights are on, but is anybody home? Because I think Pedro's starting to get tired of the ditziness that may be there. Okay? Chantel's cute, don't get me wrong. And no, By any means am I calling Chantel an idiot or anything like that? No. But she does give bimbo. I hate to say it, she does give bimbo. And at first, that was cute. The ass, you know what I mean? That's my babe, you know. Trophy wife, trophy wife, trophy wife. Shelf life is good for about 5 years, it looks like, because he's bored. He's fucking bored. The looks ain't doing it no more. He can get a nice fine piece of ass anywhere in Atlanta, okay? He needs somebody to stimulate the mental. He needs somebody to stimulate the mental. And she's not doing that. She's not doing that, but guess who is? The coworker. Yeah, coworker's doing that. He gets a chance to talk some sense to somebody. You know what I mean? That understands it and gets it, and he can relate because they work together, so they can talk work jargon. Shout out to Hoop Jargon. They can talk work jargon, you know, real estate jargon. And he can't do that with Chantel. She mentions that when she's, you know, going to see them, that they talk about that's one of the reasons she mentions she doesn't go out with them. They talk about real estate all the time. She has no interest in that. She did, however, say that she has a scientific mind. Does anybody get that from Chantel? Check the chat. Thank you, Anthony King. Welcome to the chat, my brother. He says, happy birthday. Thank you. Thank you very much. Appreciate you. And again, the Cash App's on top if anybody wants to. But yeah, man, I don't like putting Chantel in that light, but Chantel puts herself in that light. Just some of the comments that she makes, some of the things she does. She's got a great heart and she's beautiful. You know what I'm saying? And who said that they wouldn't want her to be their nurse? Some other contact creator said, I wouldn't want her to be my nurse. Oh, Kempire. Shout out to Kempire. He said, I love her, but I wouldn't want her to be my nurse. Why did he say that? Come on. I'm not the only one that sees it. It's obvious. So I think that's part of the reason why Pedro is, quite frankly, getting turned off. He has now tasted the grapes on the other side of the fence. He's been around strong, motivated women, intelligent women, because let's face it, the apple don't fall too far from the tree. You hear some of that shit Miss Karen says. Come on now. The apple don't fall too far from the tree. It's like, remember one of the other episodes where they come in the house after Chantel spent the night at River's house, and they come in and she's like, Pedro says something about having kids. Ooh, having kids. Ooh. And River looks so embarrassed. River looks, he said, Ma, can we trying to talk. Chantel and Mama. Winter and River got Thomas's genes. Chantel got Mama's genes. And Pedro is, okay, what the hell? After a couple of years, he started getting wind that, wait a minute, hold up. Okay. Yeah, I can't do this. But you know what? That's not the real reason. That's not the real reason. It's one of the reasons, but it's not the only reason. So she's not talking to Winter. She's not talking to Winter, okay? And she's not talking to Mama Bears. Winter also informs her that Mama's feelings are hurt because she said that, you know, Chantel told her that, no, there's barriers and you're crossing barriers now. She wasn't crossing barriers a couple of years ago when they got a fucking detective looking into Pedro's family's history and shit. But now she's crossing barriers. So Miss K's feelings are hurt. But nevertheless, Destiny's Child tells Chantel to go hang out with the friends. Okay? That's who she's getting her advice from. This woman who knows nothing of how Pedro treats Chantel when no one's looking. Okay? So Chantel takes her up on the advice. Hey y'all, what's going on? Coming to see what's happening. She mentions as she walks in that Pedro has literally told her that he doesn't have fun with her anymore. He has fun with the people that he works with. So she came there at the bar and grill or some Italian spot to find out what kind of fun they're having. And can she be a part of it? So she walks in and is greeted with this. If looks could kill, huh? If looks could fucking kill, she would have been dead where she stood. Good God Almighty. Let's look at that again. Let's, because Pedro, like, bitch, what are you doing here? Look. Like, what are you doing here? And he admitted earlier to the confessional, he said, Chantel asked me, could she come out with me and my friends? And I told her, sure, yeah, come on, you can come on. Not thinking that she would actually do it. And he said, holy shit, she actually showed up. Yes, she showed up because you are acting way different, dude. She wants to find out what's going on. What's happening at work and hanging out that you can't get from her at home. So yes, she's coming. Back to the look, y'all. Woo! The death stare from Pedro. So Chantel walks in and Pedro's giving her the death stare, like, what the F are you doing here? And she's trying to make nice and trying to talk to the friends, and yeah, I just figured I've been hanging in the house and I figured I'd come hang out. Death stare from behind. Okay? He is literally trying to cook her with his stare. He wants her to disintegrate where she sits. I mean, that's almost, is that staged, y'all? Come on. Where is all this hatred coming from for her? Where's it? Because she has not done anything that bad. Like, he can't stand her. Look at this. Look at how he's looking. Like, he hates her. Like, what the fuck are you doing here? God, will you leave me alone? And then she's trying to make nice and trying to get along, looking beautiful as ever. That don't mean nothing to him, okay? He cannot stand her to the point where I would almost venture to say hate. He's looking at her like he does look like he wants to smack shit out of her. He is looking like that. Like, bitch, when we get home, I'm fuck your ass up. So hopefully there was no truth to that, because he does kind of look like he wants to whip her ass. Shout out to April Penland. Hi. How art thou? Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the J Crew. You said it, not me. Am I hitting it, girl? Am I hitting it? She said Pedro was shading the hell out of her. Yes. Flight Sports, what's up, baby? I appreciate the fire emoji. I'm just trying to keep up. Shout out to Flight Sports TV. Hey, if you watch sports, if you're into NBA or boxing, you need to go check out Flight Sports TV. I will also include a link to his channel in the description of this video, along with Veganowledge JJ. He does ball content as well. Big Lonzo Ball fan. Whoa, Flight, wait a minute, hold up. Yes, man. Yes. Number one, baby. Woo! I caught that video earlier. I'm so glad they gave LaMelo that damn jersey. Now we can see what's going on and see him cook. But yeah, Pedro with the death stare, no, that's not cool. There should be burning holes in the back of her neck and head right about now. She should be feeling that shit. So apparently he doesn't want her there. And she's greeted with the death stare. And when she first walks in, look who's standing next to him. And look who's also giving her a death stare. Oh, wow, y'all. Wait a minute. Hold up. I'm putting something else together. Wait a minute. Hold up. Yeah, I'm on the wrong thing right now. Hold on. Could she be friends with somebody? Because don't forget, she speaks Spanish. And when they're walking in, I'm worse than Miss Karen, by the way. When they're walking in, they're all speaking Spanish. That's another thing. That's why he's like likes hanging out with them, because he gets to be Dominican. He gets to be Spanish. He gets to speak his native language with his colleagues. So that's got to be really comfortable for him. You know what I mean? To his point, he gets to spend time with people who are like him. So she speaks Spanish. Is she friends with her? Is she helping them? Anyway, we'll get to that. Because I've been maintaining that there's no way that it's her, right? But there is somebody else. Trust and believe that. There's no way in hell that he is not giving Chantel the D, and he's going 3 months with no sex after they were doing it like rabbits. No, he's getting it. He's just not giving it to Chantel or getting it from Chantel. And the co-worker is looking at Chantel like, you bitch, what are you doing here? In fact, I have a little video that I put together. I took the sound off of it. Okay, so right here, right? Okay, you know what? Let's do this. Because it's freezing up, right? Let me see what happens if I take the music out. Can't do too many things at once with this thing. All right, so let's try that again. Chantel comes in, right? Pedro, look, taps Pedro with the paper. And you see how Pedro looks towards her? Let me see if it'll play a little bit better this time. He's totally Spanish here, right? Pedro. I'm looking at it on my TV. I see that it's freezing up. So basically, yeah, okay. So if they're looking at her, and the friend hits him with a piece of paper. And he turns towards the friend, as if to say, yeah, I know, she's here. I know. So, yeah, the friend, there's definitely something going on there. There's definitely something going on there. Okay, there's definitely some extracurricular stuff going on there. Don't know necessarily that he's messy, he's laying the pipe with her, you know what I mean? But there's definitely something going on there. And she also obviously does not appreciate Chantel being there. Okay, could be that she's, trying to help Pedro do something else, and she don't appreciate Chantel trying to, but yeah. So yeah, the death stare comes from the coworker as well. Now Chantel asked the coworker to explain what's going on with what is this ownership thing? Okay, so apparently they have a game called ownership, and Pedro apparently was picking up stuff off of people's desks as a joke and putting his name on it like it was his, right? And she said he did. This girl here said he did that with a stapler. And so then she decides to put her name on Pedro's keys. Now you could look at it as though she was sending a message to Chantel. Yeah, I know he's not mine, just like the stapler wasn't his, but I'm claiming him. Or it was completely innocent, like Pedro said, and she just put her name on his shit because he put his name on her shit. Which one is it? Was she just innocently putting her name on his keys? And why wouldn't he have taken it off before going home? It's almost like he wanted Chantel to find that. Like he was instructed, no, leave my name on them. See what she says. Here's my thing. He's pissed off and leaves. Okay? He leaves. He wants nothing to do with Chantel being there, and he leaves. Now, his boss, feeling sorry that all of this is going on and embarrassed for Chantel, goes out to console Chantel. Chantel's sitting outside. Pedro has gotten in his car and rolled out. He just dipped. So the boss lady goes and talks to Chantel. And she says, maybe you just need some cool off time. Maybe he just needs some cool off time. Maybe if you just give him a little bit of time, cool off, maybe he'll come talk to you in a calm manner and you guys can work things out. Marriage is a two-way street. You got to work at it. It's difficult, yada, yada, yada. She don't know what's going on either. Okay? She says to Chantel, listen, I see why you would think that because he does spend a lot of time with us, but I can tell you there's nothing going on because I don't see anything. And trust me, I know he's a married man. So if I saw something going on in the office, I would definitely not be okay with it. Just so you have some peace of mind about that. I wouldn't condone that or let that happen in the office. Bitch, how you know? Are you with him and the coworker everywhere that they go? Are you riding in the back seat when he's giving her rides to and from work? So no, you don't know that something's not going on between them. I personally don't think that she don't know that. It's for her to tell Chantel you don't have anything to worry about. Listen, if he's not coming home and he's constantly out and he's with this girl more than he's got with his wife, yeah, she's got something to worry about. Don't tell her that. And just because you don't see it doesn't mean it's not going on. That means it's going on right under your nose. If that's what's happening. Okay, so Chantel goes home. And here's daddy waiting for a bitch. I'm going to kick your ass. He does have that look, right? Come on over here, daddy gonna spank that ass for you. You know better than to do what you did. You know better than to do what you did. She said, I didn't mean it. Oh, you mean that. You mean that. You can't tell me you don't mean that. You mean that. Shout out to Ball Facts. Ball Facts up in the house. Okay, so you saying seems like he only stayed with her for the show, right? How much they got paid per season? From what I understand, and this is not them because they are, I mean, they're like legacy people from the show. They are the first, they had the acknowledgement of being the first spinoff from the whole 90 Day Fiance series. They were the first ones to get a family spinoff. So, first one to get a spinoff, period, if I'm not mistaken, because this is their 4th season. And from what I understand, now, unfortunately, the people on the other side, the foreigners, I heard they don't get shit. But I heard the Americans who participate on this show get like $1,000 per episode. Now, I could be wrong, and I think some people, depending on how long they've been there and where they're at, and if they're a fan favorite and all that type of stuff, gets more. And I could be confusing that with Married at First Sight. I think they get $1,000 per episode, but I'm pretty sure I heard somewhere they get $1,000 per episode. Think how many episodes they've done. And these two have a business together called Pedro and Chantel LLC because they know people follow them. She sells stuff on Instagram. She's an influencer. He uses his he's got 2 Instagrams. He's got Pedro Jimeno Jr., which is all his personal stuff, and he's got Pedro Realtor, which is all his real estate stuff that he uses to, network. So those two, somewhere along the line, made a lot of money because how did she have $250K, $57K to even take out of their joint account? Okay, and I'm assuming she wiped it clean, and if she didn't wipe it clean, goddamn, are they millionaires? What's going on? But, if she wiped it clean, that's still some nice coin. You know what I'm saying? So they're making money. And with him doing real estate now, no doubt he's in 6 figures. And if he's not there, he will be there soon. So she's not making a bad living. Okay, registered nurses make like, 80 to 100K. So she's doing all right. It's a nice ass they got. But yeah, that's the whole thing in a nutshell, Ball Facts. I mean, he waited 5 years. He waited, like it was ripe. Everything was right where he needed it to be. I'll give him that. And I mean, look at the look on his face. Look at the stance right there. How he's sitting on that chair and how he's looking at her and how he's looking. Yeah, I got you, bitch. Yep. I win. Checkmate, bitch. Check fucking mate. Time's up. The turkey is done. Take it out of the oven. Time is up. And he knows what he's getting ready to lay on her. Because this is the scene, okay? Where he lays it all out. And where they basically lay the seeds for what we see as happening in real life, okay? But he's sitting there looking at her like, you don't even know. You so stupid. You don't even know. I got you. I'm done. I got everything I need. And in fact, I went and stopped by a lawyer's house. So I went and stopped by immigration before I came home and made sure everything was everything so I can tell you what I'm about to tell you. He just looks like that's what he's thinking. And I can't help but want to jump through that screen and beat the shit out of him. Because he hurt a really nice girl. We don't know how she treats him offline, But I don't see Chantel being nasty. She's only shown him love as far as we can see. As far as we see on the cameras, and we know we're not naive. We know, you look, hey, facts. We're editors, right? We know things are edited. So, yeah, they can edit things to make it look a certain way and make us think certain things. But I don't get that from Chantel. She's, you know what I'm saying? She is into him. She's into him, and she's hurting. So here's the gaslight scene. No. You're imagining things. You're imagining things. She says, you told me that you were going to tell the coworkers that I'm crazy. No. You're imagining things. That's you making stuff up. That's not me. I didn't say that. Well, what did you say? Because while she may be a little, a little airheady, a little bit, she certainly understands fucking English. So if you said anything close to that, why are you gaslighting her, trying to make her think she's crazy? I'm sure you said something like that because we see how you treat her every week, and you ain't saying nothing nice. You're treating her like trash. You're talking to her like she's some chick you picked up off the street. Not your wife that you should be loving and respecting, that put up with your dumb ass for 5 years. No. Put up with your crazy ass mother and sister. No. She does not deserve to be treated like that. He might be smacking her around. Look how his hands reaching over like the way he's talking to her. But he's telling her, she's saying, Pedro, you're treating me differently. You're telling me things and you're telling me that. He said, nope, you're imagining it. That's called gaslighting. That is called gaslighting, Pedro. And Chantel, you're beautiful, baby, but god damn, girl, you got an ugly cry face. You got an ugly ass cry face, girl. Please don't show that face on the screen anymore. You don't need to be doing that. And that lipstick, no. Your skin too light for that lipstick. I ain't even into makeup. And I'm like, nah, hell no, dude. And what's with the Elvira hair? I'm not liking her look in this scene. I'm not picking on her. Chantel's beautiful, don't get me wrong. Which I'm going to show you a picture in a few minutes. I don't think Pedro's gay. But yeah, I'm not feeling that right there. And the worst part about it, he don't even care. She is boo-hooing, and he does not care. Is the farthest thing from his mind right there. It's almost like, ask me if I care. So this is where he hits her with the bomb. So what are we going to do? Where are we going from here? I'm going to move out. That's it. What? You moving out? What he said the other week when River talked about it? Thomas, we didn't want to move us out. Trying to imitate Miss Karen. Pedro, did you give any inkling during the course of the 5 years? And see, this is another thing. They don't have kids. Okay? They don't have children. That was planned. That was planned. Pedro knew what he was doing the whole time. Look, to your point, he knew what he was doing the whole time. That it doesn't make sense that a young, attractive, they would have beautiful children. Young, attractive couple that is young and living in Atlanta, no less, okay, the land of milk and honey, did not have kids 5 years into the relationship. 5 years into the, no, not like marriage. It wasn't even like, oh no, we're not married. So no, they were married for 5 years and didn't have kids. That's rare. Especially, the Latino community, shout out to them. I'm trying to learn Spanish as we speak. The Latino community believes in family, believe in big families. kids, and more kids. Okay? They like to reproduce. You don't have no kids? 5 years in? It don't add up. It don't add up. And it was because of master plan. He couldn't have children with her because he did not want to be a carbon copy of his father. Okay? He didn't want to have kids because he knew it was rolling out. He knew he was rolling out, and he didn't want to leave Mama Bear to be fending and be the daddy that left the nest, and now the kids, going back and forth between mommy and daddy. He didn't want to do that to no kids. So, to his credit, I give him a good deal not putting kids through that. Okay, because he went through some shit with his mother and father. His dad, for those of you who don't know the backstory, his dad was a married man, and his mother was the side chick. And she had him and his sister out of wedlock with a married man. So, and Pedro went off chasing him last season, crying all over the place. When the season first started, I told Jen that Pedro went through some serious trauma that last season, and I felt like he was closed off from everybody because even he's not hardly speaking to his sister. He still is not forgiving her for what she's done. He spoke to her, but barely. And he just started back speaking to his mother. Pedro is closed off from everybody. It's not just Chantel. So, to her point, yeah, I get that he was different when he came back from the Dominican Republic. This, though, didn't see this coming. Did not see this coming. I thought that, like usual, you know what I'm saying? They would work the shit out. You know what I mean? They would go to some counseling, because why was it okay for the family to go to family counseling, but you won't go to counseling for your marriage? Because you don't want to work it out. He's done. He's done. So, yeah, he went to family counseling, but he didn't go to marriage counseling. That makes absolutely no sense at all. I'm going to take 2 seconds and read some of the chats. Kathy H., welcome to the stream, my love. Pedro was all into Pinky. Right! I miss him calling her Pinky. All into Pinky when she was doing the work and paying the bills while he did right. While all he did was play video games. Facts. April Penland said, he is totally checked out. 1 foot out the door. And she said, that part, I felt bad for her. I know. She made me want to tear up. April said he did paint the picture for her to think that way. He did. And then trying to gaslight her and make her think she's crazy. Shout out to Becca Kitty Meow. I'm a cat person. I lost one of my cats last year. Shout out to Tux. Love you, baby. Actually, it was August 12th. So, yeah, we're coming up on the anniversary. But we still have menu. We used to run a delivery business. And we delivered food. And we named one of our cats Menu. So, we still got Menu. She'll be 11 this year. So, yeah, she's in the red zone. You know what I mean? But I will always keep a cat. You have an ugly cry face too. Don't we all? Okay, I'm picking on Chantel. Don't we all? She said, and Kobe and Emily have too. Definitely Kobe and Emily, man. Craziness. Kathy H. Sure hope homewrecker Antonella is taking notes, right? Crazy. So he was gaslighting her, making her think she was crazy, when in actuality he was the one leading her down that path. by his actions. So here's my thing. And this is another reason why I don't think he's gay. She wearing them pants and them boots. Okay? Don't worry, baby. She is not as sexy and beautiful as you. Love you. But look at Pedro. Okay, he ain't stupid. He like, damn, wait, hold on. Do I want to do this? What did I just say? Moving out, what? Damn. He looking like, wait a minute, hold up, baby. Wait, I might not mean that. He almost looking like he having second thoughts. She wearing the shit out of that outfit. Okay? Like, he wanted to turn the other way, but his head turned around. Yeah, he's not gay. He's not gay. He is not gay, because I don't give a fuck how mad he is at her. That bitch looking good, okay? And he is on it. He turned around like he smelled something. Like, you know, like the cat that kind of follows the scent. You know what I'm saying? He turned right back around and started staring at her in them jeans. Okay? This is a guy that walks away from her constantly. But he turned around and he's looking at her in them jeans, and she's walking out the hall, and he followed behind her, staring at her, walking around in the jeans and the boots. Just staring. Like, what the fuck am I doing? Am I sure I want to do that? Damn, she fine. And she mine. What the fuck am I doing? So, yeah, Pedro, I don't know. And here we see the ending scene of Chantel. First of all, he needs to be the one going outside. But here we see Chantel kicking back in her car, just thinking of what she just heard. Because when Pedro said he wanted to move out, Chantel said, you know, that's the first step to divorce. Well, we all know what happened then, don't we? The motherfucker filed for divorce. She called him, you know? The separation there was the first step. Okay, so y'all ready? You've heard me say this before, but I don't think that the coworker is who Pedro is messing around with. The real reason that I think Pedro wants to leave Chantel is for this young woman right here. You see her, right? You see her. Karema! Karema is the real culprit. She got abs too. Look at her. She got abs. And she probably sending that picture to Pedro because he's sending one right back to her. Look. Yeah. Think about it. Think about it. It makes perfect sense. It's not somebody that is easily accessible to Chantel. It's not something that's going to be able to happen frequently. So chances of him getting caught are slim to none. And if he does meet with her, chances are it's going to be in the Dominican Republic where Chantel is not, or just happen to have a picture of Miss Karema right here. And look at the date. It was just about a year ago. She's in Cape May, New Jersey. New fucking Jersey. My home state, born and raised. Shout out to Jersey. Cape May, New Jersey. What's Karema doing there, guys? What's Karema doing in the States? What's Karema doing on the East Coast? Did we ever hear that she has family? on the East Coast in America? Has she ever mentioned America? That she's going, anything like that? We know Nicole's been here. We know Nicole comes to see Pedro. Karema may have family here, but that would also allow someone an opportunity to hook up. He does not have to always go to the DR if he wants Karema. She can come to him. And if he's got money like that, he can pay for it. Yeah, go ahead, book a ticket. I got you play. I got a ticket. I booked for you. Come, blah, 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 blah. Okay? And that's on the East Coast. That's just a drive away. That's just a drive. Look, check this out. If she's in Jersey, if she's in New York, Jersey, any of them, she's on the East Coast. She can get a car and trek on down here, or he can get a car. Look, he's spending a lot of time away from home. Okay? He's working a job where he's spending a lot of time away from home. This can make up for him going to see her at a distance. Chantel is never going to suspect that Karema is who he's messing with. Of course he's going to make it look like the coworker, because that's something to throw her off track. You feel me? That's the real reason he's leaving Chantel. Okay? He's leaving her for fucking Karema. You heard it here first. Guaranteed they end up together. Guaranteed. I wouldn't be surprised if all of a sudden screenshots come out with them being spotted places. Because once he's free and clear, he can be seen with her at that point. How do we know he's not the one that took this picture? Okay? Come on, let's think. You can't mess with a thinking bitch like me, okay? Because I'm thinking of I play chess. I think of all the angles. Stuff you're not even thinking about, I'm thinking about. And Chantel's problem, unfortunately, is she's not a thinker like that. You know what I mean? Yeah. And he knows that. He knows that. So what is he going to do? He's going to do the obvious. He's going to put the obvious thing in her face to throw her completely off track, because she's not going to pick up on, she's not going to think that Karema is over here fucking her husband. That's why he hasn't fucked her in 3 months, because he's getting it from this one. And Antonella is probably helping them. She could very well be friends with Karema. I know. It could be far-fetched on that one. But it's possible, right? It's possible. She could be covering for Pedro. That's why they spend so much time together. He could have introduced them through phone chat and, hey, yeah, girl, okay, yeah, yeah, say I was with you. Say we went to hang out. Say I went to pick you up. Come on. That's why they're such good friends, because he's helping her corroborate. She's his alibi. So there you have it. There's my theory. There was a picture on Instagram with her showing off her passport, but I couldn't find that one again. There you have it. The real reason, folks. I am so curious to know what you guys think about that. Does it make sense to you? Kathy H. Wait a minute, where am I at? All right, so let's see. Kathy H. Yep. He's really in love with Karema. Yes. He really is in love with Karema. They do make a nice couple. I'll give him that. They make a nice couple. Wendy Jones. Hi. Hey, Wendy. I'm glad I'm here. This is what I want to find out. Wendy Jones. Yikes. Lightning bug. Hazel. Wow. Guys, welcome to the stream. Welcome to the J Crew. What y'all think? What do you guys think about that? Am I crazy? Am I being far-fetched? I mean, come on. It's possible, right? Especially when you see Karema over here in the States, right? And Pedro disappearing for long periods of time. 2 weeks he stayed in the DR where he wasn't even speaking to his mother and his sister. 2 weeks he stayed in the DR. What was he doing? And let us not forget, when Nicole was so pissed off in her fit of rage, what was the first thing she walked in? Hello, bitches. By the way, Pedro fucked Karema. See ya. Remember that? Who would know? Nicole. Nicole would know. And I don't think she did that just to get back at Chantel, as much as she hates Chantel. Jeez, that girl really hates Chantel. I mean, you shouldn't live with that much hate in your heart, darling. I mean, she hates. That's a hates Chantel. Okay, like everything is about, like, it's almost like an obsession. I mean, that bullshit the other week with her trying to be Mr. Dominican. I got my new chin. Take that, Chantel. Chantel is not thinking about you. She's too busy trying to find out how to keep her damn husband. She's not thinking about you, Nicole. Go ahead and play with Alejandro somewhere. She is not thinking about you. You know? So yeah, hopefully she don't turn up with a Uzi or something, because she is obsessed with Chantel. And for her to be as obsessed as she is, every episode she's looking more and more and more like Chantel. You got the same wig. What are you doing? You don't like her, but you look like her now. Guys, what do you think? I'm not crazy, right? I mean, it could happen. It could happen. There's Jersey coming out, right? Remember Pretty Woman? It could work. It happens. I could totally see Miss Karen. Wow. Yeah, man. Oh. Wow, that would be a good idea. I wish she would. I wish she would. Maybe I'll text her. Maybe I'll DM her. I mean, I did some little video stint one time. Chantel put a picture out. I don't know if you guys remember, but Chantel put a picture of her and Winter out, and they were embraced. They had their hands and they were sitting there like empowered on the couch. And I did like a little short saying two fierce queens ain't taking no shit with a nice little backbeat to it, and I edited it. And Chantel replied to it. She's like, I love this. Winter came back and said, I love this. This is awesome. Miss Karen came back and said, this is beautiful. So, my little claim to fame. But I think back to that, and I think, you know, was she going through this then? And the fact that she put money in an account that belonged to her and Winter, and I'm looking at, like, was that the day she did it? Because they were arm in arm, like, yeah, motherfucker. We got that money. You can't get it. Sup. Right? They were sitting there on the couch like two fierce bitches, right? So, you know, that might have been the day she put the money in there. I don't know. But Jen said something earlier that had me tripping out. I would love for Miss Karen to get a PI and find out if this is true. But look at the date of the picture. Look at the date of the picture, right? What happened? What's going on with this thing? Come on, okay, don't start acting stupid. August, what is that? August, I'm blind, y'all. I'm actually legally blind, so that's why I'm always like this up in the screen. It's August something, 12th something. But, okay, so when did Pedro file for divorce? Because this was less than a year ago. He filed for divorce in May. That would have been, Jen figured out, 9 months. That would have been 9 months later. Is she pregnant? Nah, we really going off the deep end now. Oh shit, I gotta get divorced now. I gotta get out of this marriage. I gotta marry you. I mean, you know. But it's pretty funny. She was just here last summer, and now, what, 6 to 8 months later? 8, 9 months later, he's filing for divorce. What was happening in that 9 months? What was leading? Because we're seeing all of this stuff on the show after the fact. You know, we're not seeing this stuff real time. All this shit happened months ago. It's just now getting to the tube. All this, like, again, we're watching this now and they're still together. He filed for divorce in May. So here we are pushing August when we're finally seeing this. So all of this stuff happened months ago. Karema was in New Jersey in August, which means all of that time is when all of this shit here was going on that we're seeing. Right around the time she was here, you get what I'm telling you? Is when all that shit was taking place. Him not wanting to talk, him not wanting to be around her. That's when all that was going on when she was here. And how long was she here? We don't know. How come that wasn't on the TV show that Karema came to America? They showed her in the Dominican Republic trying to help Nicole with the Alejandro bullshit. But they didn't tell you that she came to America, did they? Now, she could have been visiting family. Pedro and them, they've got cousins over here. It's just so funny that right after she was here, and I mean, I'm thinking now, it's just running rampant. It's just running rampant. You know, he was there for 2 weeks. He stayed there. He was obviously spending that time with Karema, setting a foundation. Okay. And Chantel also said that, and I'm going to wrap this up in a little bit. I'm on a tangent because it's just, because I can't stand this bastard because he straight up used her. Chantel said the change didn't come when he met the coworker. The change came right after he got home from the DRs when she noticed these changes. So something happened in the DR above and beyond her pissing him off. Because remember, they kissed and made up for that. Something happened in those 2 weeks that made him change his attitude towards Chantel. And it wasn't the coworker because he didn't even know her yet. That's another reason why I don't think it's her. This shit happened long before she came into the picture. He wasn't doing real estate then. It's Karema, guys. So I hope Chantel takes him for every motherfucking penny she can get from him because he is committing adultery. He's messing around with her, and he messed around with her when they were married. She can get him deported. Get his ass deported back to fucking Dominican Republic where he belongs because that guy is wrong. He messed around with Karema while they were married, and he's messing around with her now. And he's trying to make it legal by ending his marriage. You should have done that when you were swinging her around the club. If you wanted her, you ended it then. But no, you wanted to be famous. You wanted to be on a TV show. Because right about then is when the TV show started, when the spinoff happened. Oh, we got to act like we on the same team. Yeah, you acted like you were on the same team, but you weren't. You used her. And now he's going to make a nice little life for him and Karema over here. If Chantel, somebody needs to share it. I think I might share it with her. Okay? Hit her DMs up. Hey, listen to some of this. Just hear me out. Just hear me out. Think about it. If you weren't thinking that, think about it. She might already be thinking it. Go check it out, girlfriend. Go do some digging. Get your mama, get the PI, and go check that shit out. Go find out where he's been going. Go find out why Karema's coming to the States and who she's seeing when she's here. Go digging. You want to get him deported? It's not domestic violence. We're not buying that. You're not beat up. There's no police reports. Go get him for adultery. You can do this. Get him back. Don't let him take you like that. Don't let him make you look stupid like that. Okay? I cannot stand. I literally. Where's that picture at? I can't stand this. I got you, bitch. Look. I really can't. Get him back, Chantel. Go dig up this info, because trust you me, you may not want to find that, but if you do, you can get him deported. You will not make another real estate dollar in this country. Shout out Dexterious Crockett, All Access Best. He said, oh boy is right. The conspiracy theories are flying. Wendy Jones. That's saying he used Chantel for a green card. Yes. That's exactly what he did. He used her for a green card so he could bring him and make a life for himself and bring his mama and his mistress over here. Because he could care less about Nicole right now. Because Nicole, quiet as it's kept, almost let his game out. That's why that's the true reason. Let me tell y'all something. He tried to make it out like it was Alejandro when he started talking to her. Okay, yeah, oh no, that's why you broke up with him, because you tired of him. No, you forget the fact that mom didn't like it. I didn't like it. You did. No, the reason he's pissed at Nicole is because Nicole put the truth out there. Nicole let his game out that he screwed Karema while he was there. And that could have screwed the plan up. Okay? He's like, what you doing? I'm trying to get, trying to do this for all of us. What you doing? She almost messed everything up. Even the mother was telling her. If you look back at that season, even the mother was telling her, why did you do that? You know you're looking crazy, right? Throwing glass and shit all over. Why did you do that? Because now you're looking crazy. The mother was even pissed at her. Because remember what Miss Karen said? The mother is orchestrating it. The mother got a business that is helping Dominicans find Americans. Who better to help than her son? And she's pissed at Nicole because she don't want Nicole with Alejandro. Okay? Alejandro is just another Dominican that went over there and got a green card. Came over here and got a green card. No, I don't want you with that. I want you to find somebody that's got some money. I want you to find like a doctor or a lawyer, because she's a lawyer. I want you to find somebody in good standing, has good credit, a home, things like that. I don't want you to find no scrub that's from the DR like you. Mama is trafficking her kids, and she may possibly have a business finding people for Dominicans. Who better to help than her son? And she got the right one there. Okay? She got the right one with Chantel, because Chantel, she was smitten. And she knew she would be. Yeah, leave Nicole behind. Nicole don't need to come here. She comes here enough anyway. Alejandro's going to get her ass here. If she comes here, the way he's begging and pleading her to get back together, If she decides to stay with his controlling ass, he's the one that's going to bring her over. She don't even have anything to worry about. She don't need Pedro to bring her. She's already got an American citizen that is able to bring her, because I think Alejandro's a citizen at this point. So she's already got her thing already lined up. Now, another thing that I noticed, I need to be the PI on this one. Karema doesn't have any pictures of any guys on her Instagram. She ain't dating nobody. A Dominican woman that fine ain't dating nobody. It's right there, y'all. The writing is on the wall. If she's dating somebody, she damn sure don't have no pictures of them. Why would she not have pictures of her boyfriend? She doesn't want Pedro to see that, because it is Pedro. If she had pictures with her and another guy, oh yeah, there'd probably be some shit. There's no pictures of her and a guy on Instagram. What are these chicks do? They all have all hugged up. Jimena, she can't stay off of Instagram with every other guy that she's with. Okay? Miona and Jabri. I mean, come on. Couples show their coupleness. Okay? On Instagram. That's the platform for it. She's young. She's good looking. Apparently, she got a good head on her shoulders. No man? No man and no kids. It's Pedro. Veganowledge JJ says he probably wanted to have more time with Karema. Well, now he's going to have all the time in the world, wifey, because he is leaving his wife for her, okay? He's going to have all the time in the world. TA, shout out to TA. Gay men love, gay men love the gem. Pedro is not masculine. Is that Muhammad? Because Muhammad said that. Look. Let me sit with that for a second. I'm just thinking back to scenes that I've, watched with him in it. What? Pedro is not masculine. I don't know, y'all. I don't see that. I don't see that. I really don't. I don't get the gay thing. I don't get the gay. And I would know, okay? Gaydar, come on. I am gay. I mean, I would have some serious gaydar going on with him. I don't have it with him. Maybe he's just that good at hiding it. I don't know. I don't see him acting particularly effeminate either. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about mannerisms. What mannerisms? Like, I've seen mannerisms. Mannerisms is David Bromstad. Go check his ass out. That's mannerisms, okay? Pedro don't act like that. Pedro, I don't get, he don't give me, look, y'all got me sweating up here with this gay shit. Oh my God. I don't get gay. He could be, because I don't have no proof of the Karema thing either. So it could be that. But I might have to put the AC in. Look, I've been waiting and waiting and waiting to save on the electric bill, y'all. Shit. But yeah, I might have to put that thing in the window. I got a fan going, but it ain't cutting it. Look, I'm doing a wah thing right now. I might have to pull that fan over here. Hold up, I'll be right back. All right, just had to pull it in a little bit closer. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah. I don't know. I can't. I don't see the gay thing. I really don't. By the way, if I didn't say it, please smash the like button. If you're liking this video, please smash the like button. Please share it. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. We are currently at 443. And we're trying to get that K, y'all. Trying to get monetized. Trying to do this thing for a living. You know, sit up here and talk to y'all all day long. You know, we can kick it. We can kick it. Talking about 90 Day Fiance, Married at First Sight. I cannot wait until August 28th with Happily Ever After. I can't wait to see what those people are up to. Wendy said, my head is all overthinking. TA said, are you reading the chats? Yeah, I can. I have been. I read yours, remember? But I'm legally blind, so I have to enlarge it on my phone so that I can see it, because I can't like do it on here. So, and I have to like scroll, so it takes me a little bit to do that. So we got 23 in the chat, and hopefully we will have at least a minimum of 23 likes. Jean Davies, welcome. I didn't see Jean Davies. Chantel don't need P. He have a lot of baggage. Huh. Yeah, that would be true. That would be true. He does. Yeah, you know, and the baggage really, really came out last season. I felt like legit bad for like the way he was crying. I mean, he looked seriously hurt to find out that his mom basically used his dad for money. Once she realized she wasn't going to get him, she just kept taking money. But hey, she needed help with the kids, and you know, she was raising them by herself, so she took money, and he found out his mother was a user. You know? Well, guess what? The apple don't fall. You know what I mean? Okay, the apple don't fall from the goddamn tree. So now that you found out your mom did that, it's okay. Listen, look, he's acting like he just found that shit out. Listen, Kempire, shout out to Kempire. Kempire had a video where he had Pedro. It was a picture of Pedro and Nicole with their brothers. Supposedly last season he just met them. It was all bullshit. So stands to reason, right? Stands to reason that the whole, mom, you used dad for money. Good job, mom. You know, behind the scenes, high-fiving her and shit. But on camera, he's crying about it. Oh, what kind of people do I come from? The same kind of people you are. Somebody who would do that. Because you just did it to your wife. Trying to act all like, oh, you're appalled that your mother did that, and turn around and did the same shit. You used Chantel for money and to get a green card. So you knew what your mom was about. That's why him and his mother's back talking. They never were not talking. That was all bullshit. That was for the cameras. He got what he wanted. And look, notice how they showed him talking to his mother the other day. He was probably telling her off camera, yeah, I'm about to tell her. Operation Citizenship is in full effect. We have succeeded, Mama Bear. I'm getting ready to go apply for citizenship. I'll be bringing you over in the next 6 months. Get ready. And then the next thing she's on the screen, oh, my son, he's doing well in the United States. What is the first thing she said? He can buy me a house. Serves his ass right now. Now he's about to be used up by his mama. That's right. He used her. You used his ass up. That's right. Just like you used his daddy. Use him. Everybody using everybody. Chantel didn't use him for shit, though. She didn't need him. She strictly brought him over here for love. She loved that man. That's why I feel so bad for her. Because she legit loved him. And he played her. I think she should get him deported. I think they should research that and investigate that and see what's going on with this Karema thing. Because she can get him on adultery and get his ass deported. He went outside of their marriage. Tara Garcia. Hey, cousin. What's up, cuz? Or are you talking to somebody else? Are we cousin? Do I know you? Wendy Jones. Grandma and the same thing. Grandma did the same. Right! Right! I forgot about that! It just trickles down, doesn't it? The grandmother did it. Pedro went there crying, hooping, and hollering to grandma. And she said, suck it up. I did the shit too. Suck it up. Stop crying. She was like, yeah, and what? She learned it from me. We did what we had to do. You see where we live at? We had to take care of shit. We all did it. You need to get on board and do it. Take that bitch for everything you can. That's what they want him to do. Lies, lies, they tell. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, grandma. I forgot grandma was doing it too. Did the same damn thing. Like, didn't she mess with a married man too? I mean, right on down to the wire. He was married too. And Pedro like, damn, am I the only one not doing this shit? Yeah, okay. Came full circle, didn't it? Bastard. Oh man, what time is it, guys? 9:22. Okay, so we've been on here almost 2 hours. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up. Feel free to continue the conversation with me in the chat, in the comment section. If you think about anything that I haven't thought of during this stream, put it in the comments. I will respond to it and give you my thoughts on it. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. Okay, we need to make this a regular thing. I had a ball. So yeah, look for me to be on here. I noticed that there was a lot more of you. I tried doing it in the afternoon, thinking I might get a bigger turnout, but it turns out later in the evening seems to be more when people are like around 6, 7-ish. It's probably a good time. So look for me to come on here Thursday at 7. Yeah. Because I'm going to be doing a Married at First Sight recap. So any of you that watch that, I'll be doing a Married at First Sight recap on Thursday at 7 p.m. I'll be doing a live. And I'm probably going to just do an edited video tomorrow. So, and drop that on the channel. So try to check that out and put a like on that for me. Please share the channel. Get us to 1,000 subscribers. I tried to put the link in the chat so that I could get some of you up here to chit chat with me on a panel, and for whatever reason, Restream is acting stupid, and it wouldn't go into the chat. The chat's like locked up, so I got to play with it and figure out what's happening there. But I really enjoyed all of you. Yeah. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna get right in Miss Karen's DMs and be like, hey, check this out. Look at this picture. Look what it was. I'm just saying, follow the breadcrumbs. Follow the breadcrumbs, Miss K. Let's hear what happens. Find this shit out, because we know it to be true. Look, I'm a Cancer. We're clairvoyant, okay? We feel things. We're like, intuitive. And I feel like this is what's happening. So I think I will do that. I mean, all jokes aside, I think I might do that. And I will keep you posted. I'll see y'all Thursday.